Today we are going to talk about these topics. Number 1. The powerful secret to a loving relationship. Number 2. Infidelity investigation, warning signs of wife infidelity and how to catch the cheater. Number 3. How to propose her like a gentleman. Number 4. Getting back to the basics of love and romance. Number 5. Relationship renewal. Number 1. There are many factors that go into creating a loving relationship. Certainly it helps if two people have some things in common regarding how they like to spend their time. It also helps if they have common values around religion or spirituality, around politics, the environment, abortion, and personal growth. It helps if they both eat junk food or both eat organic food. It makes things easier if both are neat or both are messy, if both are on-time people or both are late people. Physical attraction is also quite important. It's great if they have common values around money and spending. Yet a couple can have all of these and still not have a loving relationship if one element is missing. Without this essential ingredient, all the other wonderful attributes will not be enough to make the relationship work. This essential ingredient is about intention. At any given moment, each of us is devoted to only one of two different intentions, to control or to learn. When our intention is to control, our deepest motivation is to have control over getting love, avoiding pain, and feeling safe. When our intention is to learn, our deepest motivation is to learn about being loving to ourselves and others. The motivation to get love rather than be loving can create havoc within a relationship. Let's look at a typical relationship issue and see what happens regarding the two different intentions. Jason and Samantha are feeling emotionally distant from each other, and they haven't made love in a month. The problem started when Samantha stated that she wanted to take an expensive vacation and Jason objected. Samantha got angry, Jason gave in, and they have been distant ever since. Samantha's intention was to have control over getting what she wanted. She equates an expensive vacation with love. If Jason does this for her, then he proves his love for her. She used her anger as a way to have control over getting what she wants. She wants control over feeling special to Jason. Jason's intention is to avoid pain. He gave himself up to have control over Samantha not being angry with him. He hopes that by giving Samantha what she wants, she will see him as a good and loving husband. However, because both Jason and Samantha were trying to control each other rather than be loving to themselves and each other, their interaction created emotional distance. What would this have looked like if their intention had been to learn? If Samantha's intent had been to learn, she would not have become angry. Instead, she would have wanted to understand Jason's objections. If Jason's intention had been to learn, he would not have given himself up. Instead, he would have wanted to understand why this particular vacation was so important to Samantha. Both Samantha and Jason would have been caring about themselves and each other, rather than wanting to get love or avoid pain. In their mutual exploration about why they each felt the way they did, they would have learned what they needed to learn, about themselves and each other, to reach a win-win resolution. Instead of Samantha ostensibly winning and Jason losing, they would have come up with something both of them could live with. With some exploration of his financial fears, Jason might have decided that the vacation Samantha wanted would be fine. With understanding of Jason's financial concerns, Samantha might have decided on a less expensive vacation. In either case, both of them would have felt fine about the outcome. No matter how much Jason and Samantha have in common or are attracted to each other, their love will diminish when their intent is to control rather than learn. It's amazing how quickly love vanishes when one or both partners have the intent to control. It's equally amazing how fast it comes back when both partners have the intent to learn. Number 2. Definition of infidelity. According to the dictionary, infidelity means unfaithfulness to a sexual partner, and in layman terms this simply means that your girlfriend, wife, or your boyfriend, husband could be cheating on you for someone else. No marriage, no matter how rich, religious, political or powerful, is immune to the threat of unfaithfulness, so say experts who give advice on how to survive infidelity. Relationship infidelity. Infidelity in a marriage or in relationship is a bitter pill to swallow. Not simply because we strive to make our relationships thrive and survive in an all-challenging world, but because nobody, including you, can live along successfully with this lie. Infidelity in relationship can happen to you. Relationship infidelity is cruel and shows no mercy to the one left out in the cold. It doesn't really matter if you are married or attached, It is a symbol of the worst destruction to your life and soul which is yet to unleash to the unexpecting you. This cheating infidelity is a symbolic of having your deepest fears and doubts exposed. Do you know that there was a poll conducted to the Americans during the President Clinton's intern scandal? These infidelity statistics obtained were somewhat shocking. 22% of men and 14% of women admitted to having sexual relations or infidelity adultery outside their marriage sometime in the past. About 60% of men and 40% of women will have an affair at some point in some marriage, according to Monogamy Myth. Therapist Peggy Vaughn. 5% of married men and 3% of married women reported having sex with someone other than their spouse in a sexual infidelity survey conducted on 1997. 17% divorces in the United States are caused by marital infidelity. Is your lover playing cheat on you at the time of reading this? If you were to confront your lovers at point blank, it will definitely jeopardize your current relationship. No matter what sort of hardship you are facing now suspecting your lover of relationship infidelity, there are often the smarter ways on how you would determine your case to be true. Surely there must be some ways to put your mind at ease for once and for all if you suspect that your spouse is cheating you for another man. How to catch a cheater. Here are the smart ways to detect signs of wife infidelity. Remember, the future of your relationship could depend on your ability to spot the telltale signs in time. Sudden good appearance. First impressions always count. Remember when the days you met each other, you would normally go all out to dress up, being sensitive to your attire wardrobe, even your personal grooming to that you would look nice in front of each other? Well, the fact that these things do happen to each if not most of us, it is often the best telltale sign on whether your partner is trying to impress or attract someone. Is your partner treating you differently? When your partner is involved with someone else, it is often that not your partner will start to treat you differently from how she used to. Even on the subconscious level, this could be detrimental to your current relationship. Hence, it is easy for you to pick up this alarming sign when the time comes. A new mood of conversation? Let's say your wife used to talk about cooking and spend most of her time in front of her cookery and gadgets, then suddenly you notice a sudden swing of mood in her. She now talks about grooming, talks about cars, or even start to dabble with wine or alcohol which she never used to. Well, ask yourself, could there be someone else who might be influencing her? Could the stuff that she normally talks about, places that she normally goes relate to the person she's hiding from you? More overtime? Let's face it. How many of us who are working for people would rather stay in the office till wee hours than slouching ourselves in front of the idiot box? Your partner would normally drives back home at close to 6 o'clock in the evening. Eventually at 7 o'clock, 8:30 p.m., 10 or even not going back home. It is a well-known understanding that your lover's working habits will undoubtedly change as her affair unfolds. Be on the lookout for work-related telltale signs. No time. No time. No time. Just as infidelity costs your partner money, it may as well ended up causing your lover's time. Remember that we are all granted by God only 24 hours a day. So it's not surprising that your partner would try to steal the time away from you just to be with her lover. Business traveling. Traveling for business is the most common excuses for the cheating lovers as well as being the best getaway from you. Even if your lover really on business traveling, it is often the best practice to afford the cheating lover a chance to literally sway away from you. Telephone conversion behavior. More often than not, illicit affairs often take place through the phone. Many foolish lovers take the risk of calling their partners at home or having their partners call them at home. Much to my surprise, many husbands ended up discovering their partner's infidelity either directly or indirectly by the telephone. Your dwindling sex life. Let's face it. The moment your partner goes after her secret lover, do you think she might be interested in you? What more in having sex with you? God knows how attractive the secret lover to her. So it's crucial for you to be on alert for any type of changes or frequency of your sex life together. Smell like an animal. Each person has his or her own unique smell or taste. At first, you might not notice it, but when the time comes, you would feel completely different smell or taste. Remember that every lovers out there would do anything to make their first impression better. It could be their bodily smell or cologne which may attract to each other, which is the reason behind the change of smell. Friendly advice. Be on close guard. This is a warning sign for you. Invasion of your home. It's quite common for your partner to end up with her lover in your home. When this happens, pay close attention to all the items or belongings which were left behind. Scour and collect these crucial evidence in everywhere in your house that you could possibly imagine. Gifts but not from you? At times you would end up finding gifts which were not from you. Look out for these telltale signs, especially near Valentine's Day or Christmas. If they are not from you, then who else? Email usage. What does it tell you that all of a sudden you see your partner having an interest in using the computer? What else does this indicate when she's using more emails than she is talking to you? Chances are this may as well indicate the involvement of her online or cyber affair. Don't take this lightly, as most of the time these affairs can be detrimental to your marriage. Emotional attachment can be extremely strong, and could progress from cyberspace to physical reality. Sudden spike of handphone bills. With the advent of technology advancement in telecommunications, it's no wonder that life has been easier for both you and your partner to communicate at any point of time. But beware, this could also be a great opportunity for your partner to stay in touch of her secret lover. The physical evidence waiting to be found. Most of the time the physical evidence indication of your lover's secret life can be easily found in front of your eyes. When your partner is not available, check her handbags, her waste paper basket, her filing cabinets, drawers, or any other sort of place you could think of. Keep your eyes open. With luck, you could find yourself a new sets of physical evidence of infidelity you can find. How would your partner behave in front of others? Studies and reports have indicated that most men will likely have an affair with someone he already knows, either from the women he normally comes in contact with, or even business associates. Try to be observant, as at times your partner may behave strangely in front of these people. You have permission to publish this article in your e-zine or on your website, free of charge, as long as the bylines are included. A courtesy copy of your publication would be appreciated. Number 3. It comes a moment in life when all of us, men, have to make the big step and ask the question. The proposal in marriage. This should be a memorable and delightful experience, so you have to make it perfect. If you decided to ask the big question to your partner, you should know from the beginning how to make this perfect and create an unforgettable moment for both of you. This is an important moment in our life and includes a lot of preparations. Before making the proposal, make sure that this is something that you both want. So talk with her about the possibility of getting married, but don't show your plans. The proposal itself should still be a surprise, so find a moment and a way that she won't be suspecting. You have to choose the right engagement ring, the right style for her, and for this you may ask her mother or her best friend help. But if the bride wants to be part of the buying or designing process of her engagement ring, you have to ask her opinion first. Also, you have to know the right time to do it. She has to be relaxed, because if she is passing a bad time from her life, it'd be all screwed up. A brilliant proposal depends on knowing what makes her happy. If she is the romantic type, your proposal should take this account. If she prefers intimacy, you have to choose a place only for you two. If she adores spotlight, then a more public proposal will be perfect. And if she has a certain passion in life, you can try something unusual and extravagant. Women love originality. Knowing the type of your partner, you can choose the perfect way and place to make the proposal. Here are some useful tips that might help you. Everyone knows the traditional proposal, which still works. The man gets down on one knee and gets out a box with a ring before asking her to spend the rest of her life by his side. If she likes being the center of attention, plan a surprise party with all her friends and family. Decorate the place with white balloons and paper wedding bells. When she enters the door, get on one knee and do your thing. If she is hopeless romantic, try spelling it out in rose petals, or do it in one of her favorite locations. If she is the sport type, you may ask her from the heights of the mountain after a day of rock climbing. Also during a parachute jump, or scuba diving session. If she likes basketball and goes to all games, a big surprise will be to see on the big screen from the stadium your proposal in marriage. It's a big gesture of love you transmit for her in front of so many people. Also Valentine's Day, it's a good opportunity to ask her. In this special day she is expecting to receive flowers and chocolates, so she will be definitely surprised if you go there with a ring and a proposal in marriage. If you are a shy guy and don't want to ask her directly, make her a video. Try to make a personal video of yourself proposing to her and watch the tape together. If you know that she listens to the radio at a certain time every day, making a dedication will work charms with her. but is preferable to call her while the big question is being asked by writing it in the sky. It's an incredible declaration of love. Have a plane fly a banner. Do it on a clear day and plan a romantic outside date, and she'll be pleasantly surprised. The beach is perfect for a proposal. Barely dressed at the beach, kissed by the sun, that's the setting for a marriage proposal that will be a sexy, sultry experience. Arrive at the beach first and build a sandcastle that symbolize your intentions. On the back of a limousine is also a good choice. Rent a limo for a few hours and direct the driver to take you past locations that have been meaningful in your relationship. Have a bottle of champagne too. These are only few suggestions you can choose, but there are a lot more. Pick up a memorable place, song or occasion such as where you first met, or first kissed. Be creative, incorporate your personality, and make this a special moment. Focus on the moment and on her. Think about what you will say to her and express your proposal with love and sincerity. The focus should be on her and the special moment you'll be sharing. Do tell her why you want to marry her. Tell her why she is the one for you, what marriage means to you and what hopes for the future are. If her answer is yes, announce and celebrate your engagement. But if she needs a time to think about it, be a gentleman and respect her. Number 4. Almost every love story has the potential to begin as if it were a fairy tale. Once upon a time, two people fell passionately in love, and their love was unlike any others before theirs. Relationship beginnings are wonderful, and they can experience a rebirth with a wedding, honeymoon, and the exciting first year of marriage. Once a couple begins to grow and their lives change with jobs, children, social activities, and other commitments, the love and romance becomes more difficult to attend to. Sometimes love and romance seem to be lost altogether. This destiny is not unavoidable if you want to rekindle the passion or simply bring it to a new level by becoming a hopeless romantic. When you want to ignite the passion in your relationship but you are unsure what you need to do, the best place to begin is at the beginning. Think about the things that you used to do for your partner at the beginning of your relationship. If you don't remember or never try to be a true romantic, don't worry. It's not difficult, and once you begin you will find that you will get your own new ideas after a while. Most new relationships or new beginnings rely on the little things to show love and affection. Be sure to remember special couple days like Valentine's Day, anniversaries, and even the date you met if possible. Be sure to send a meaningful gift or just a dozen roses and a box of chocolates to celebrate your feelings for your partner. Women can do exactly the same thing for men here. Not many men can resist candy. You may not consider yourself to be a writer, but writing your partner a long love letter with your thoughts about how you feel for the other person is one of the most touching ways to spark romance. If you aren't comfortable writing a letter, consider making lists about what you love the most about your partner. Lists can be about the things they do that makes you laugh, what they do for you that you appreciate, how they make you feel inside, how beautiful or handsome they are, and other very personal but attentive details. Call your partner and talk softly and loving. If he or she isn't able to answer the phone, leave loving messages on their voicemail or answering machine. Talk dirty when you know that he or she can't return the same conversation on the other end. Sometimes couples feel more comfortable trying to bring romance into their relationship by bestowing gifts on their partner. While classics like flowers, candy, and perfume or cologne are almost always successful gifts, try giving something different. Make plans to go see every romantic movie that comes to the theater during the year. Bring home a bottle of champagne to celebrate even the tiniest accomplishment he or she has had. Randomly send romantic and/or humorous greeting cards to his or her workplace, or hide them under the bed pillows at home. These suggestions are simply ideas to get you started in your effort to bring romance and love to a new level in your marriage. You may have your own ideas, and those are most likely better than anything offered here. Once you open the door to romance in your marriage and begin to build a foundation for future romance, you are ready to move to even more creative levels of romance. Number 5. Relationship Renewal Day will be celebrated on the 4th of May. This is the day to renew and bring new freshness in relationships. What does this mean? Why do relationships go dull and bad sometimes? Can bad relationships be renewed? Let us talk about all these. Most of the relationships go through phases. In the beginning, the relationship is full of care and love. The partner's spouses show extreme love and concern for each other. Till then they have not found out the differences. They crop up after some time. There are few ways the difference crop up. One may be expectations. The other may be I am being used complex. The third may be probably we are not right for each other. Let us find out how to bring a new life to the relationship that is suffering because of the problems I mentioned and other problems. The first step is to stop complaining and begin thanking your partner. No one likes to hear complaints every day. They also have their complaints. Stop complaining and start saying thanks for all that your partner does for you. You may say that there is nothing to thank for, but still try and find a reason to say thank you. That will bring immediate change and you will notice it. The next step is to talk with your partners about his or her problems. Become a genuine friend and find out what is troubling them. That will make your partner feel that you are concerned. When you listen to their problems, you may find a lot of truth in that. Try to do whatever you can to solve the problems and never let your partner feel lonely. The third step is to begin saying I love you in as many ways as possible. Let your partner feel the love again. This expression of love will bring the spark of affection back in your life.